Hi, Canon Regent to be. I'm really excited for you. I've been chatting with Kate this weekend and I just absolutely adore this woman and your whole team. Like, just everything about you all. You just epitomise everything that Pet and Walk would have ever wanted 40 years ago from this brand. Like, kind people, genuine, authentic, like genuinely care about others and finding solutions for other people, as opposed to just trying to like just sell and just like get people. I hate that. You guys are so Petter Mork's dream, and it's an honour to be able to share a few bits of advice with you all so that you can all hit your own goals in March and collectively add that all together, become a brand new region. So did I introduce myself? I don't know if I did. So my name is Danny Wells, and I'm an Arbonne independent consultant as well, and I'm building my own business just like you guys all are, making sure that I'm sponsoring PCs, sponsoring consultants all directly, hitting my DM bonus. But I've also got the hat of a national vice president, which basically means I've learned how to bonus in my central district on repeat and help other people do the same. So when we went nation, we went nation with 32 people hitting their district manager bonus. So we all took like a piece of the pie, focused on that, and then you add all those bits together and it made us a nation. And that's what's happening for you guys with the Kate Cannon region. So everybody's got their piece of the pie and you add them all together and you've got this spectacular region. So I want to give you some advice so that you can do your bit for your piece of the pie, so that it fits into the jigsaw of this region, but also so you hit your own goals as well, because that's what this business is about. Like, the main hat that we wear is our independent consultant hat. And if we're not wearing that hat with absolute pride, we're restricting ourselves from going out and helping people and making a really big difference. So the hat that I wear the most is my independent consultant hat. I've obviously got a district manager hat with my own district, an area manager hat with my own area, an RVP hat because I have a region, and an NVP hat. So out of the 5 hats, the most important one to me is my independent consultant one. Like, I need to be out there meeting new people on a regular basis, helping book appointments to share the Arbonne story with people, exposing people to these products and trying to see if I've got a solution to their problem, like trying to see if there's a fit somewhere, and just hit and repeat really. So how everybody does their business is very different, and we respect that 100%. So I'm just going to give you some tips that help me build my business on a regular basis. You might not benefit from these, but maybe somebody in your team might. So just to give you an idea, because I always like to hear if people are going to give me advice, like, I want to know, are they credible? Like, are they practicing what they preach? So when they announced the AIT trip on the 1st of December for Punta Cana, everybody in my central district had promoted out. So I couldn't use any of their volume towards Punta Cana. It had to come all from me, and it all had to be new volume. So I was basically in the same situation as somebody that started brand new on the 1st of December. I was like, right, okay, bar the fact that I knew obviously a bit about Arbonne and they probably wouldn't. But QV-wise, we started on the same point. So from the 1st of December right up until now, I've managed to turn over 125,000 QV, which is level 4 AIT, and help 4 people direct me promote. So what I'm sharing with you, I practice on a regular basis. So what I'm saying to you isn't just words. This is coming from an integrity point of view. Like, this is what I do and this is what works for me. And it may work for you, maybe it won't, but it will probably work for somebody in your team. So for me, I'm a really busy mum. I don't have a lot of time, although you wouldn't know that if you see me on social media fannying around. Like, I can do that. But when I'm doing Arbonne, I literally have to fit it into like little segments, because I'm really busy with the kids. I do lots of volunteer work, and I can't really do loads and loads of Arbonne. I probably do the same amount of Arbonne as somebody that works 60 hours a week. So I just have to fit it in here and there. So what I do is I do what's called a daily tracker. And I do this 5 days a week. I give myself 2 days off from my tracker. I might do a little bit of Arbonne, but I don't put any pressure on myself. I like to have those 2 days to, if I want to, then I will. And if I don't, no worries. But 5 days a week, I sit for an hour and I prep my business. So I add 2 new names to my active candidate list. So I go into Facebook groups and I make friends with people. I make friends with people as Danny, not as an Arbonne consultant. I just go into groups like Cyprus Brides, because I was married in Cyprus, and just chat with people about their wedding. Chat on the group, send them a friend request and a little message saying, hey, Cheryl, I've sent you a friend request after we chatted about the colour theme that you're going to have for your bridesmaids dresses. Is that okay? Yeah, of course it is, Danny, no problem. one new friend, write their name down. So every day I make 2 new friends a day minimum. Then I follow up with people. So I follow up who's had a sample, who's got a gold bag, who's been to an online party with me, like whoever it is, I'll follow up. And then the next thing I do is to book 2 appointments a day. So the reason I book 2 appointments every single day is because that ends up being 10 a week. And we all know things cancel. So if I can book 10 appointments a week, if half of those people keep their appointment with me, I'm winning, I'm laughing. So I always think you need to do more than what you need because half of it cancels, like we all know. So then you're still left with a good amount. So I book 10 appointments a week to tell somebody the Arbonne story. Now, a lot of my Arbonne stories are done over the phone. I do a lot of one-to-ones over the phone. They take me 15 minutes maximum, a few minutes just to learn about the person I'm talking to, see if I can find some like little red flags. Are they on maternity leave and they don't want to go back? Has their child got eczema? Have they got low energy? Like I'm like asking questions, searching for the red flags. And then I'll spend 10 minutes giving an overview of Arbonne. And then the last few minutes asking them what they like best about it, and then booking the appointment for the next exposure, whatever that may be. So I do a lot of phone one-to-ones. In fact, I do more phone one-to-ones than anything else when I'm telling the Arbonne story. And then I add people into my prospecting group on Facebook, which we have as a team. Tag them in a video that I think they're going to relate to, and I just keep following up with them. I tend to find that for every one person that hears the Arbonne story, they tend to need about 7 touches before they actually tell me, like, it's not for me, Danny, right now, maybe in the future, or yeah, I'm ready to get going. So every time I'm talking to somebody, I'm moving them to the next exposure. I'm like, hey, did you know there's a Facebook Live on tomorrow night? Are you free at 8 o'clock? They watch that. Hey, did you know there's this local event to you? Like, I'm moving them from exposure to exposure. So I make sure that my daily tracker is in place and I'm building my business accordingly. The next thing that I do a lot of is Facebook parties. So when I do, I've just realised my top's on back to front. I've just realised that. I'm like, what's that itch in my neck? Oh, good job I noticed now before I'm about to go and do a launch. I'm about to do 2 launches. That would have been embarrassing. Anyway, so I do a lot of Facebook online parties. And so the Facebook parties that I do, they last 45 minutes. And I'll have a minimum of 4 hosts. And each of the hosts gets a little thank you gift from me, like sample strip, sample mascara, some fizz sticks. And each of the 4 hosts has to add between 5 and 20 friends into the party. And then in the party I just do some lives, do some posts, do some games. Like, it's really good fun. My aim is for everybody in that party to interact and have fun, and if I aim for that, you tend to find sales come off the back of that anyway. Whereas when I used to focus on selling product, it came across. So now I focus on everybody interacting and having fun. So that's something that I do that really helps build up QV. So you could do that in the last week, this week, book a couple of online parties, like maybe book one for Monday night with 4 hosts, and then you're going to have about 100 people in there, and then find 4 people in the members to be a host for a party on Wednesday or Thursday. So you're constantly getting into more networks. The other thing that I do is I really promote the 30 days to healthy living. So I'm doing the next one on the 1st of April. So I've said that I'm looking for people to be accountability buddies for me. I'm looking for 8 people to do this with me and do it together. We get a full money back guarantee if we don't see the results. It's going to be really good fun. And I've literally just asked on social media, on Instagram and Facebook, and then given an overview of the different products and what it's all about. Because again, a lot of people, they need several exposures before they acknowledge what it is that you're talking about. So I know that I have to talk about the body cleanse. I wonder what that noise was. It's my husband. I have to talk about the body cleanse like 7 different times before somebody goes, yeah, I think I'm going to get one of those body cleanses. So I hope that that's been really helpful for you. If there's anything else that you think of that I might be able to help with, just reach out and ask. If you need anything, and if I can give it, I absolutely will do. The last thing that I will say is I'm cheering you all on to do your piece. So your piece is making this whole jigsaw puzzle, and your piece is enabling the people that you are friends with to see that you are making this work. We owe it to our network that are watching us from the sidelines to see that this business does work, because we are who they're basing on whether network marketing businesses work or not. Does Arbonne work or not? Well, we'll see how Sheila does. So we need to take full responsibility of that and show that it does work. It is fun. Yes, it's work, but it's fun work. And we are going to be the ones that show them, yep, you get the white Mercedes. If you put the work in, you get the Mercedes. Yep, you earn Punta Cana. If you put the work in, you get it. Yep, I got recognised with a flower at Region Training. Like, we need to take complete responsibility that we're the ones that are the evidence for our network. And when we go first, our network tend to follow. Even the most negative of people, once they see it work, because you've shown them, they're like, oh, actually, I think I might have a go at that now. So we need to be the ones to be the evidence. So I am cheering you all on to the finish line. You can do this. It's Magic Week this week. There's a whole week to go. Magic Week is the best week to build in loads and loads of QV. I personally do about 5,000 QV in the last week. That's a personally, because Magic Week is where all those follow-ups come to fruition. All the people that have had exposures tend to act upon what it is that's going on in the last week, especially the last day. And true magic happens in Magic Week and Magic Day, which is the last day of the month. So even if you started and you're brand new right now, you can end the month on 5,000 QV. You can end the month on 6,000 QV and be a district manager in the last week of the month. Magic Week is where miracles happen. So lots of love, and let's do this.